and then I remember Thầy Toàn once shared with me about the principle of the gatherings of the butterfly. Later on, when we learned about the law that influence to a human life, we learned about the law and principle. And among the law and principle, there is the principle of butterfly gatherings. And I remember cô Quế Minh share. I can't imagine that I have a chance to enjoy the coffee with the wonderful brother and sister. And I highly appreciate and I express my honoring and gratitude to our Thầy Toàn. Already creates a very good environment for all of us on our journey of growth and maturity together, learning together, and share this knowledge with our family, with our partner, with our college, with our colleague. And then last night, I remember. I meet last night. I have a meeting with cô Thảo, and I share with her about the finance on the foundations of inner being. And me as well as the teacher to sit down to have a wonderful journey calling mentor of finance, and we developed the views of the money, the finance, based on the knowledge of inner being. And then last night we have a meeting on Zoom together, and I also received the sharing from chị Thảo. And I can see that this is wonderful woman when a woman's learning that is opening the chance for 3 generations to become a wealthy family, a lasting family in the future. And now we move on to listen to the sharing from another sister. Good morning, cô Hoàng Anh, and good morning, everyone. I would like to share the lesson that I learned. The success from different aspects, for example, in the physical health. When we have the success in our materials aspects, like the competency or the physical health, and yesterday you shared that the virtues of humanity is very important, and when we focus on to enrich the virtues of humanity is help us to simple to develop all of the remaining virtue. After I receive this knowledge, I focus also to enrich my virtue. I really love the virtues of humanity because the love is already available inside each and every one of us. And then when we also love based on the foundations of responsibility or the accountability virtue. And I have a lesson here on the journeys of my learning. When we take the examinations on our competency, especially when you have also other role to contribute and to do, and you cannot be able to 100% focus on the journey. If you have some time in that case, and just for myself, I found that this is a very precious opportunity to walk along with the teacher in our organization on this wonderful journey. And so I arrange myself and I manage everything. I handle everything so that I can be focused on the learning of this journey. And I think that's what happens. Going to be there will be a reason. And I think that it's just the limitation, the self limitations of a person. And if you be able to give you a chance to overcome all of your self limitation, and I think this is really a precious thing. That is when we receive the love and we understand the importance of love. It's not as that when we take the examination, it's for the results or for the prize or for the score, but rather than that is a chance for us to overcome our self-limitation, and then we grow. And it's just like when we give ourselves a chance to overcome all of the self-limitation, that is a chance also that we know how to have the beloved one of us. For example, in the children or the members in our family, they also be able to overcome all of the self-limitations of themselves. I already realized this lesson, and thank you so much for cô Hoàng Anh to share to give me a chance to share this lesson with everyone. And cô Hoàng Anh, thank you for the leaders of the family 2, 3, 5 to share. And cô Hoàng Anh share about when I have the interaction with people in my relationships, and on the journey of my personal development and growth, there is not a case that we become wealthy after overnight, and then there is not anything that naturally nice or naturally bad, good or bad. For example, when I have the examination for mentor, I see that all of the members in the family listen and support each others in the examination and working together, helping each others in the learnings, in the journey of learning. And then I see that you have a really beautiful heart, that you embrace all of the other person in the family. And I see that is the beautiful, and that is the connection of all the members in the family. And when I offer the prize, I give the prize for the top 3 group. And even though that group, they do not know, they are become the top 3 group, and we can see that, we can observe about the way of that group. The way they rest, the way they communicate with each other, the way they taking care of each other is totally different. because they support each others, they love each other, they care about each others. And we can observe that during the examination time, they all doing the thing together. And they do the things really, in a good manner. And also there is brother and sister have never had a chance to be a leader. And then have you ever in your life you become the leader of a group of people? And for those who have enriched your virtue, and it's very simple for you to lead a group of people, because we take the responsibility. And when we become a person who is rich in virtue, we very simple to take the responsibility, or other people give us the role to do. And when we in the role of leaders to lead a group of people, we automatically focus on enrich our virtue in order to lead them. And then last month I have a chance to travel to Australia and to going out with the community Người một nhà in Australia. And I share with everyone that our maturity is coming from our right perspective. And then regarding to the time, so we are the billionaires of times. So if you have a chance, you take the opportunity to be the leaders of your house. That is just like the chance, or the chance that is coming to you only once in a lifetime. And then when we are in the role of the group leaders, and we do in really great, we taking care of all the members in the family and for all the growth of the group. And then I remember that a sister in the community Người một nhà shared with me that yesterday my house gathering to select the group leader, and when we take the role as the group leaders, that is also a chance for us to enrich our virtue. And coming back to the mental case 06, and I also remember the members, the group leaders in mental case 06 is they raise their hand, they volunteers to do the group leaders. So thank you so much for sister to share the lesson. And Hoàng Anh, we would like to announce that we will share about the lessons and impression and relaxation up to 5 o'clock, and then we're gonna to learn the new content today. We listen to another sharing from our brother and sister. Good morning, cô Hoàng Anh. Good morning, everyone. And when you remind us about the responsibility as a group leaders, and I am the group leaders of the family 269. I would like to express my honoring and gratitude for my family already give me a chance to be the group leaders. The more I work along with my group, I think this is a really great chance for me to develop for many aspects. Before, I don't have the intention to be the group leaders, and I just want to be in charge of the physical exercises, the physical health for the members in my family. But then I received a chance to be the group leaders, and then I become more self-confident when I take the role. And because according to my perspective, I see that for a group of people, if the group that group of people's strength and the strength of the group and I really appreciate for the chance that the members in the group already supporting me, and together we create the values and we operate the groups really smoothly. And I always thinking about the ability and the skill, how to lead my group. And I have a lesson that's first of all, let's do all the things with all of your mind and all of your heart. And then when we do all the things with our minds and our hearts, we very simple to create the values and lead our group. Thank you so much for cô Hoàng Anh to give me a chance to share, and cô Hoàng Anh also thank you so much for thầy tới to share the lesson with us. I still see many brothers and sisters raising your hand. But please take the chance to share the lessons, impression, and realization in your group. And today's in our content of the English Our Virtue, we focus on the virtues of humanity. The more capacity of your heart, the more supporting team. Can you translate that sentence? Tâm bao lớn, vũ đài lớn bấy nhiêu. When we enlarge our heart, I mean the capability to embrace other people, we have a chance to expand our vũ đài. It means that it's just like it's not a stage, but the more values that you're going to create for the people. Okay, the greater the heart, the greater the stage. So what if our hearts only be able to embrace only one person? Do you still remember about the 3 most important directions in human life? And if we can live in the present moment, we live in the here and now, and then the abilities to impress other people. It's just like you can impress all for the whole world. And yesterday I can see that the question have so many questions related to the virtue of humanity. And yesterday we had these diagrams, and when we enlarge our virtues of humanity and all of the transformations that originated from the love. So what is the transformation? Transformation is change. All of the transformations coming from the love. And then we can see that many people, you join into the courses for personal development. And then when you join into WIT training organizations, you have a chance to evaluate about your transformation. Every day we can observe that we become better every day. And then we can see that every day we can see we become more beautiful, more handsome. And then the stage of our emotion, we feel happier, and then maybe our reality on the finance is not yet changed so much, but we can feel that the qualities of our lives already develop. And for some people, they also change and increase the incomes. And we can see that our lives become better every day. And that is a good signal for us that we are in the right direction in our learning. And if you cannot observe your transformation, so you coming back to see about the sentence that is all of the transformations that is coming from the love. And then day after day, everything become better and better. Our social relationships become more qualified. And then the relationships between us and our life partner, our wife, our husband, become better, be more closer to each others. When we are talking about the virtues of humanity, and we can see that love is also a mentality, and also the love is also a character, and also the love is also a virtue. And if a person can have the express of virtues of humanity, at that time we very simple to evaluate the stage and also the qualities of our life. And when we learn about the love, and there is a term that we will learn together. So we have here is love. Supporting team, can you search for me Luyến Ái, please? And we have to differentiate between love and this one is different. The love and this one we can love with attachment. All right. Okay. This one is love with attachment. All right. Emotional clinging. This one is just like love with attachment. All right. This one, love with attachment. Love with attachment. Love with attachment. Or in other words, this one is emotional clinging. Yeah. Clinging. We will differentiate between love and love with attachment. That is emotionally clinging. And one time I go into the pagoda and I see that that is compassion. And then another pillar in the pagoda, they writing down that it's wisdom. And then as we understand, compassion is also a form of love. And when we love within the foundations of wisdom, and that is the moment when we love anyone. And thank you, Corona. Yeah. And then now we already learned about the wisdom. We already understand about the term wisdom. And then now we learned how to love in the foundations of wisdom. And then when we are a person with wisdom level number 1, we can differentiate between the right and the wrong, between the good and bad, between should or should not. And how we know that the way we express our love is good or bad. And then it is very necessary for us to learn about a short concept about love. And in the book Yêu Mình Đủ, bạn có cả thế giới, Fulfill Love, Fulfill World. So there is a sentence that when you are lovely, you will be loved. And how we receive the respect from others, and it's not mean that, oh, you are my husband, you have to love me, you are my children, you have to love me. It is very necessary for us to have the short concept about love in order to open up our wisdom level 1. We learn how to express our love and how we love other people in the right way. And then Hoàng Anh, I have a friend. She joined into every class about healing. And my friend shared with me, after I joined many healing class, I have discovered all of the sufferings that the human beings is having is coming from the beloved ones. it's become from the person very close to them. It's not coming from the outsider, because the people in the name of love, they hurt their beloved one. But actually that is not the love. And in my book, Fulfill Love, Fulfill Work, and then the teacher in our organization writing their compliment for my book. I remember there is a sentence: if anyone does not know how to love oneself, then that person don't know how to love others. And cô Mỹ Trâm, CEO of our organization, she is the realities of that that sentence. And then she received the love from the grandparent, grandma. And then there is the conflict between the ways that her mother loved her, and then also is influenced to the relationship between herself and her husband. In the relationship between her and her husband, there's no problems, but because her mother cared about her so much, so in every meal they have a conflict, and up to a point, then it's influenced to the relationships, and she had to their relationships break up in the relationships. And then one day I have a meal with thầy Toàn, and then I share with thầy, and then cô Hoàng Anh share with thầy Toàn that I have a discover that we have to coming back to love ourselves first, and then after that we be able to love any person. If without the love for ourselves, we cannot love anyone. And thầy Toàn said that, you already have a great realization. Congratulations. And when we come to we have a chance to be with anyone, let's ask them, and then we ask them, and we discuss and we share with them what should we do in these relationships. And then first we have to learn about the short concept about love. When I launched the book Fulfill Love, Fulfill Work, thầy Toàn told me, whenever you go and people have an interview to you, so you remember the question, and then when you answer the question for your interview, and then people right immediately can coming back and to see if that person already know how to love themselves and to love others. And then I remember a time when thầy Toàn sitting down with thầy Phụng and cô Quế Minh. Then thầy Toàn share with me about informationalize and energy thông tin hóa, năng lượng hóa, vật chất hóa, and also materialization and energization and informationalization about the love. And then when we talking about love, And love should be seen under the three perspectives. The perspective of the science, the perspective of the religion and faith, and the perspective of moral philosophy. So we have here is the triangle of love. We have here is the information corner. Information. We have here is energy. And we have material. And when we are talking about love, we that's which we know about love. We believe about love. We understand about love. That is represent for what we for the information that we have about love, and it's represent for the reality of love that we have. And we have four objects for our love. That is self. That is self. This one is self, family, organization, and society. And we gonna to learn about love based on these four objects. A person who loves themselves is someone who provides themselves with fulfillment in basic needs. All right. This one there. And we are following the Maslow's, the Maslow Tower, and you can you can search for the Maslow's, for the Maslow's Tower. And then if we live in a country where war is happening, and then how we and also regarding to the safety needs, we can see that if we live in a country where the war is happening, so how we be able to feel safe, and also the place where we live and is not safe at all. So how we meet our safety needs. So this one is to fulfill. We have here is fulfill our needs. All right, this one is fulfill. And then when we live in the apartment, we feel that we is more secure than to live in the in the urban resident. And anyone here during your students, you live in the dormitory, and we always care about our belongings. We really scared to lose our belongings. So that is we not yet already fulfill our needs. This one fulfill our needs. Anyone here, when you come back from school and you just see your mother and you already feel really fulfilled in your heart? Anyone here, you have that feeling? And here is we have basic, and then safety, and then I have talking with my friend, and my friend said that when she was a little girl, whenever she come back from her school and she see her mother there, so she have a fulfillment in her heart. And we have here is to fulfill in the basic needs, safety needs, and also we have a social connection. This one is social connection. Social connection. There is also man too much love his wife, and then that man only want his woman to save the time for him, for family, for his children. He doesn't want his wife to communicate with other people or have any social connection with other people. And then also for the parent, whenever you finish your school time, let's come back home. And the parents always, love their children and overlove the children. They doesn't want their children to going out and to have communication with anyone. And then we just feel that the environment out there is not safe for our children. That is the reason why we are not feeling happy when our children going out. But that is the need. And inside each and every one of us, we have this need. So anyone here, when you are still a teenager or a child, we always hanging out without the permissions of our parents. Anyone here, you have that?
Brain.
And we have the needs, safety needs, social connection needs. I think I'm gonna draw again because I write too big. I write small again. And we also have the esteem needs and self-expression needs. And for the government, and also for the men, we have the esteem needs and self-expression needs. And also the needs of self-expression. And in the nature, if when we consider in the lens of the religion, that is, we also satisfy our wanting and imaginations about the wealth, about the form, reputation, eating and resting. And then at the years, there is information that's in the lasting years of Maslow. He also introduced the contribution needs for others.
Only one hand.
And every day we read the declarations of mentor, and we say, I am a person with values. And we can feel the values that we have. Not only the values that we have for ourselves, but also for our family, organization, and society. And the values we are talking about here is the values that we create for others, for the society. And when anyone who have the needs of self-expression, we feeling that I am a person with values. And there is also in the society, we see that many wealthy people, when they are already very wealthy, they don't know how to do next, what to do. And when we already can name about these needs, the needs of contribution, and the more you contribution, the more you have a stage of fulfillment.
You don't get any more.
Because we already missed our needs on the basis needs, safety needs, social connection needs, esteem needs, self-expression needs, and contribution needs. And then now look back. If you already fulfill your needs, all of these six needs, self-expression, and for those that we say that we love them so much, so whether we already fulfill their needs on this sixth dimension. And then we heard our husband say that, oh, I already bring all of the money that I have for you, all of the thing in the house is yours. So what further needs that you have? And then the wife said that, give me a chance to learn. I want to learn and develop and grow. And then the husband and the wife talking, and then the wife said that I also have a needs of contribution. So the husband and wife sitting down and have this conversation. Oh, this year, before test, I would like to come in back to my family and to sửa chữa, to repair about the nhà thờ, that is the cái bàn thờ là gì ta? Yeah. I mean that's the
offering table.
Offerings. That is
Table.
Yeah, nhà tổ. It means just like
Nhà tổ thì em không biết.
The origins family. It means that each of us we have a family and we have a place where we praise for our ancestor. And then the husband say that I would like to coming back and to repair the house for our ancestor for offering the ceremony for our ancestor. And then If the wife not agreement, it mean that we not fulfill the contribution needs for our husband. And if we say that a person who have the self love for oneself, it means that already fulfill all of this six needs, or the ancestral house, the ancestral house. And then when I see my husband playing with his friend, I feel really not happy, and I just think that I love my husband, but actually it's not enough. It's not enough. And then the teacher in the teacher in WIT organizations, they really love each others, but it's not mean that every day we call and to ask them, oh, have you already eaten? What are you doing? That is just the love based on the human emotion. And when we have a chance to learn the knowledge and to have a chance to know Thầy Toàn, and when we learn about the soul concept about the love, we know that when we love ourselves and we love other people, we need to fulfill the needs, and this is the six needs that we will be fulfilled to ourselves and to other people. And then we can see that we will not know whether in the pockets of the other people they have how much money, but if we can fulfill the needs, the basic needs, and also we can fulfill the needs, the safety needs, the social connection needs. Here you can see that we how many mentors that we have, and then also how many master that we have, and then also the teacher in the with a family. And then here we also fulfill our esteem needs. And then when we have a chance to share the knowledge with many brothers and sisters like this, that is also fulfill the needs for the fulfill the esteem needs, and also the social connection needs. And when I have a chance to share the knowledge with the brother and sister in mentor community, I really feel happy, and this happiness is so much deep and different. And then when I have a chance to share the knowledge with everyone, it is also fulfill my needs on the esteem and self-expression. And then when we already have the desirable outcomes, and then we have a chance also to transfer this knowledge with everyone. And yesterday, cô Thiên Hà come to my place, and I asked my sister, chị Quỳnh Anh, to also to buy the lemons for me. And then I already asked my sister to help me to buy a really great blanket, and then the blanket that is a very good quality, is really soft and it's really warm, and then when I when cô Thiên Hà come into my place, I take the blanket, and then cô Thiên Hà use that blanket and feel really warm, really soft, and I can feel the comfortability when other people use that blanket. And then when we fulfill our needs, and then also after we already fulfill our needs, we also fulfill other needs. And then when other people they fulfill their needs and they feel really happy for what we are doing for them, we are the one who have a really great feelings and feelings of happiness.
Yeah, 237 tries and
then before I offering the gift for others, and then before I offering the gift for others, I am the one who feel happy first. I see chị Nguyệt raise hand, so please. Thank you, cô Hoàng Anh. I would like to express my honoring gratitude to cô Hoàng Anh for sharing with us about this knowledge today. I just a little bit sleepy, so I just touched on the button to raise my hand. But I still have something to share. I realized that the love that I saved for my son, and that is the love without the light of wisdom. And then now I learned about the love in the information corner, that is we fulfill the needs. And then now I love my son in my own ways. And then it's just that is satisfy my desire, what we would like our children to be.
Oh yeah, okay.
For example, we want our children have to be in this way, have to be in that way, and I have to look back about my love that I save for my son, for my children. And is that not, we give a pressure in the name of love towards our children. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you so much, cô Hoàng Anh, for giving me a chance to share. And then if we do not learn about the beneficial concept about love, then we just love others based on what we think that is rest of rest of love, and then that is the reality. It's not mean that we do not love others, but that is the way we express our love. So we will not consider in the past whether our children, our fathers, our mothers, our husband love us. And then now they already received a reality about love from others. And and then if you can ask other people, oh, have you ever been beaten by the grandpa? So because that is the way we express the love. And then also myself, I also beat my children before. But when I already learned about the true concept about love, I never beat my children. I never beaten my children. And then I remember in my family, up to my youngest brothers, there is no no beating in my family. There's no more beating in my family. And now we're listening to chị Thanh.
Yes, one little.
I have a question here in the contribution needs. I have a question. And what if for a person they have this contribution needs, but others they don't have this contribution
If
needs?
you do one block,
So
you'll get a
what
free
we do
block.
in that situation? And cô Hoàng Anh said that the contribution needs is a really big needs in each and every one of us. And then the higher your rise of living, and if you because you don't have the reality about the mindset, about the wage of the contribution needs, the environments that they live, they did not see anything or anyone who do the offerings or who do the contribution. That is the reason why they don't have the reality, as well as they don't have the sort concept about contribution.
It'll be very easy.
And then they teach their parents do not show them how to express the contribution needs. And then the more we contribute, the more balanced marriage and the more good marriage that we have. And then we can see that, oh, the more you give, the more you take. To give is to take. And then if you do not contribute, you do not offer, so you become purer and purer. Thank you so much, chị Thanh. And in this point, this perspective,
You sound so dramatic.
so now we listen to chị Hồng Vân to continue to share. So there are many raising hands at the moment.
Bad.
So I see many raising hand, and yeah, I see chị Thảo raising hand, chị Hồng Vân raising hand. So any brother and sister in this room, you raise hand. You could have to raise hand to share in the main Zoom. And now we listen to chị Tú Thanh coming from the family 308 to share with us. I feel really emotionally touched with the knowledge that you shared this morning. I am a teacher at high school. I really love my children and I love my students too. And when I joined into the WIT organizations, because I would like to work along with my children in a better way.
No one saw that coming.
And then before, when we have a perspective that when we love our children, we also in some cases we have to use the punishment by beating them, and then because I have influence by that perspective.
If you're getting cooked,
And then that is the lesson that we learned in our lives. And then this morning, when you differentiate between love and love with attachment or emotional clinging, I already named and consider and look back into the love that I have for my children and my students, and then I see that, oh, I am more on the love with attachment. And then the more we love with attachment, the more suffering that we have. And and I remember yesterday, in my school we have like experimental programs for the students. And then there is a parent do not allow their children to join into the activity, and then the parents do not allow the children to join the program, and just the students stay in the house and cooking and take care for her brother and sister. And then last year, that student did not join into the activity.
It's possible.
And this year, the parents give the chance for that student to join into the experimental activities in the school. And even though the registration date already due, but I still talk with the manager in my school that I be able to convince both the managers and the parents so that let the student have a chance to join into the experimental program in my school. And finally, the mother already agreed to let her children to join. And then the parents also allow her to join into the English class. And I really know the reason why I miss this knowledge. I have to learn about the understanding inner being. And then I congratulate my student because finally I can convince the manager and also the parents to let my student be able to join into the activity. And I feel really blessing when I receive and learn about this knowledge. It's really useful. And I would like to spread more about this knowledge to more people. And thank you so much for cô Hoàng Anh, and thank you so much also for the organization. As you already shared, the greater your heart, the greater your stage. And then now we already have a beautiful heart. And there is no other ways to express our love towards others. And we together create a happier, healthier, better place for us to live. And thank you so much everyone for listening to my sharing.
Look, you have to do this. And then you can
Cô Hoàng Anh said that, oh, congratulations because you are a teacher and you learn about the concept about love.
Yeah, of course.
And then it is a blessing for your student. Because the teacher going to have a lot during the education. My name is Hồng Vân. I would like to express my honoring and gratitude to cô Hoàng Anh and thầy Toàn. And I raise my hand and really want to share because I found this knowledge is so much wonderful. Regarding to the Maslow's tower, before I go, it's just like the level by level in the Maslow tower. And then I just have a thinking about that we have to evaluate each level in the Maslow. But then when you share about this information of love, and then I remember before when we are watching the televisions, we have to adjust the antenna. And then I remember the antenna in my house at that time is already almost damaged. And I really want to do things for the humankind. And then at that time I just was a little girl, and I can see that my friend at that time in learning in the school, and then I talked to my parents and my friend. If I have a dreams, I will have a dreams to contribute for the education of Vietnam. And then I share this I dream with my family, and they said that, oh, you just focus on your learning, you are just a little girl. And then but for me, I keep on with my dreams. And then after graduate from university, I worked in the stage company. And then many teacher said to me that, oh, you just do this, when I try all my best, I do all the things, and the other people say that, oh, why you doing too much? Why you so much hard working?
Damn.
And then after that, I have a chance to be specialized in the in the stage company, and then I received already the position in the stage company. And then after that, I decided to move, and I stopped my work at the stage company, and I transferred into working for international organization. And then I also learned about the contribution needs. And then today we learn about information of love, and that is the needs number 6. That is contribution needs. And then I already have this needs inside myself that is so great, so big, that I keeping on always creating values and doing the things. Contribution. And then I can see that I have a great achievement during the process of contribution for the development in not only my company but also for the society. And I already feel and touch to the very high level during my contribution. And then normally people think that when we already have enough, then the time we contribute. But the more we contribute, the more we have. And it's have me. I observe that during the process of contribution, I observe that also become better and better. And then whatever we do in our lives is it's already become part of my body. It's part of my life. and then it's already become like my breath or my blood. I really have a great need of contribution. And then whatever I do now, I feel so happy. And then when you share onto this point, I can see that I already see these scenes in the movies, and also the lesson that I learned from many great teachers. And then I thank you so much for all the master, all the great teacher, because when they are already already summarize all of the great knowledge and to transfer for other people and help other people to create a better life. And then during my coaching, I am an action coach now, international action coach. And then I also enjoy each and every moment of my life. And then for those I have a chance to meet them, I also create the values and I also share with them about my desire, my wish that gonna to activate their cause of contribution. It's not contribution about the finance, but maybe it's just a word in the right time. There is just a gaze, eyes of containment, and sometimes it's just the contributions of your self-discipline, or if you just contribution for your learning, and then you can create the value for many people. And for some people, they are really close to us. For those people, they are still strength to us. But then, when we already have strengthened enough, awakened enough our wisdom, we evaluate our inner awareness, and we not only we fulfill ourselves, but we help other people to reach their fulfillments in their life too. And then what I do, I aiming for the throughout of Vietnam and to extension to the world. And then each and every moment that we live, we continue to create the values and enjoy the moments, the beauty of the life. Thank you so much for cô Hoàng Anh and everyone to give me a chance to share. Cô Hoàng Anh said that thank you also Hồng Vân for sharing. When we are talking about love, and then this is the key point in a human life. And then I can see that chị Thu, chị Hải Yến, and anh Can Đảm, chị Hằng, chị Hương, still raise your hand. Allow me to transfer the sub concept, and then after that I'm gonna to sending you to your group, and you can share the lessons, the impression and realization in your small group. Allow me to continue to transfer for you about the sub concept about love. And that is the values of the beneficial sub concept. When we already learned about the informations of love, the informations of love, in the formations of love, that is a person who love themselves is the provide themselves with fulfillment in basic needs, safety needs, social connection needs, esteem needs, self-expression needs, and contribution needs. That is in the information corner. And then now we move on into the energetic isolation of love. And that is a stage. Drama or supporting team, can you look for the tam giác hiện thực triangle of reality of love? Because here is the phẩm chất nhân is different definition. I need the definition of the reality triangle of reality of love. And can you search that for me? And in the energetic isolations of love, cái từ thông tin hóa, năng lượng hóa này sao nó dài quá vậy? Suy nghĩ nó lạ quá vậy. Yeah. And that is the stage of our desire. All right. That is the inner stage of desire. Alright. We have here is the inner stage of desire. Inner stage of desire. And then once there is a couple come to visit at my house, and then the wife told to the husband, and then the children is just be with us for some years, so we just have a time that our children really needs us to be with them. But later on, when they already grew up, they will live on themselves, and then they have the stage of desire for connection. Sở hữu là possession. Alright. This one is possession. Possessions. Gắn bó, attachment. And then I have a sister, and she only have their own child after 13 years of marriage, and when she have her child after 13 years of marriage, she really love her children, and then wherever she goes, she would like to be with her child, and ask if that she would like to be with her child for the rest of her life. And in my class of love, I will transfer the concept about the possession, about attachment and connection, and then this is what I learned from the courses that understanding inner being. And then I have a lesson that's whatever courses that you learned, but the most important is to coming back to have a connection with yourself. A person be able to listen to themselves. They listen to themselves to understand and to receive about the inner emptiness, and that is the person with a really deep in their inner being. And then I just share with you about this information, and then we have a journey that's understanding love, creating inner peace, and it's very detailed. And then when a person have a ability to connect with themselves, so if anyone tell you that I lost connection with our husband, or I lost connection with our children, because when we have connection with ourselves, we have connection with others, and also we have connection with the events, with the things, with the phenomena, with the circumstances, because connection is so important. So in your opinions, connection is important or very important. And then for a person who already have the connection with ourselves, and we evaluate our stage of living, and we already learned about the rhymes of living, and we understand about the different stage of living. We have the happy, well, we have success, we have happiness, we have freedom, and we have service. And then when a person who connects with themselves, they elevate their stage of living. And when we learned, if that person they not yet receive the inner truth and they have the connection with themselves, and then allows ourselves to have the beneficial concept about human life. And today we learn about the soul concept about love. We learned about connection with ourselves. So according to you, connection is belonging to the materials or non-materials, and connection is belonging to non-material. And for those values that belong to the non-material, we learned in the triangle of reality. We need the beneficial concept about the term. Because when we already clear about the soul concepts, it helps us to clear about mental image. And when we already have a clear soul concepts, clear mental image, we will have our reality. And I would like to share with you about the uplift tales. And then we have the topic, understanding love, creating inner peace. And then when you turn into that courses, it's very simple for you to understand and connect with yourself. Have you ever heard about the happiness on your own? And then when you have a connection with yourself, you very simple to have the happiness on your own. And now you already understand the meanings of my book, Fulfill Love, Fulfill World. And when we connect, and then when we connection, and then when we connection with ourselves, we understand, we listen to ourselves. And when we already be able to listen to ourselves, and then when we have connection, and when we have connection with ourselves, we have attachment with ourselves and perception with ourselves. And then when we already have the reality of love, it's very simple for us to transfer the realities of love to others. And in these courses, I tell about the importance of the journey of understanding love, creating inner peace. And if you we will learn in details in the journey, in the topic. And then we also move into the material corners of love. And we have respect. This one is respect. Respect. And respect is to be simple to understand. That is, we aim for creating the positive feeling, the positive emotion towards others. And then when we respect other people, for example, our children, we aim for creating the positive emotion towards our children. And then also the materials of love, also sharing. And then when we love anyone, we have, and then we sharing to others. For example, you have good food, you share with others. You have good knowledge, you share with others. You have a good accommodation, you share with others. So with you are having, you share with others. So that is expression of love. Expressions of love. And I remember Thầy Toàn once say with everyone, whatever I have, you all will have. And then I see that what Thầy Toàn have, so I see I have also, and other teacher and other people have also. And the materials manifestations of love is sharing. And then if anyone, you already have the resentment, and then arrogance, and then temperament, and then the love is materials, is the reflection of your inner being. Love is also a reflection of your inner being. And then I already tell you that for a person who do not know how to love oneself, then the more you share your love, the other people suffering. And if you have a stage of fulfillment inside yourself, if inside you have a fulfillment, you feel successful, you share with other people. And then for a person, and then you know there where there is a good food. For example, in Ho Chi Minh City, we have district 1, 2, 3, 4, and also Phú Nhuận district, Tân Bình district. And then which of the good restaurants that person know, and then they're gonna share with you. And then also the shop with the beautiful clothes, nice clothes. So that person gonna to take you to buy the nice clothes. And then if a person who care about the beauty, about the health, then that person share with you, and then you can take good care of your beauty and your health too. And that is the materials manifestations of love. That is sharing. And then also the materials of love is also integrity. Integrity. Integrity.